Hello everyone and welcome to the channel, it's Up Next Sam again, and with today's last video we are gonna take a look at the Mountain Academy store, or the Lunar New Year store, the Chinese Not store. And the reason is that there have actually been a lot of people asking me what they should buy here and give me their options and so on. You can go and check the Discord if you want for the specific people asking me. It's probably gonna be lost in spam now in Lunar New Year, top or general chat and questions about the game. And a bunch of people have basically been asking this because these things are pretty interesting, and I will not do like a full value breakdown for all of these things because, for instance, for this it would be pretty hard to do, but I will talk about all of them nonetheless, or most of them at least. And another reason is like the main thing people are usually asking is, should I buy the float or should I buy the skin? For me, it's gonna be pretty simple because I ended up with a little bit over 900, so I can get both the level 2 skin and one level 2 float, which is great because it's actually exactly the result I wanted, sort of, because I actually didn't buy the float offer for $9, level 1 float offer, which was actually otherwise pretty decent value even. But yeah, didn't do that, so I'm gonna be buying that. I will maybe do it here. I'll just tell you what I'm gonna buy here, but I'll probably do it tomorrow and maybe make like a wrap-up video of both things, both accounts and stuff, but we'll see about that. On my completely free-to-play account, I ended up with a little over 300, so I'll be getting just the float probably. So actually, with both of my accounts, I'm in pretty simple decision territory, basically. However, for some people, it has been a lot more difficult. And actually, although yes, actually some of the people who have been asking are in the same position. They also had like 900 or 1000 and were asking me, should I get the skin or should I get like level 3 Spring Festival float? It's actually like, I think I was actually surprised that people are asking this, because when you have this amount, it's absolutely clear. You should know that you're getting the level 2 skin, unless you have one of the best skins, of course. Which would be Tropical City, for instance. If you have Tropical City, you don't need this, except for your off, it's not worth this stuff really, not that much at least. And, or if you have, Sizzling for, army. But for air, I think this might actually be the best skin, except maybe there's some of the transforming shape skins. I don't really know them, and I don't have the damage testing. But I did make a video where I test this Mountain Academy skin against some other skins, or well, my friend tested it, and then I show it on video. And without further ado, let's actually get going. So the thing that people are often asking is, should I get this, should I get a level 1 plus the Spring Festival float, or get a level 2? And that's actually a little bit more interesting for the people who had, for instance, like 600, or some of them maybe wanted, get the level 1 and get the Spring Festival float, because it's actually gonna be almost the same. But the thing is that about the Festival float, you are getting a level 2 one, so it's not plus 2 unit damage, it's plus 4 unit damage. It's by far the strongest thing there is in this store per value. However, that is true for level 1. So if I'm a bit sorry, guys. I've been making videos right now for like almost 24 hours now. Or like pretty much 20 out of last 24 hours I've been making videos and sleeping for 1.5 or something. So I'm a bit off my not my reservation or my meds. I don't take any meds, but I'm getting a bit not working properly anymore. So yeah. The point is that basically, instead of, for instance, replacing your current skin, which could be Phantom Ship or something pretty decent, or for instance, if you have the one that I have on my alt, Frost Kirin, which is 5% damage increase, and you'll be replacing 5% damage increase with a 10% damage increase. Instead, what you can do, you can get the Spring Festival float, and the Spring Festival float you can then use for whatever skin you're going to be using, right? So it's going to add you 4% extra. And so basically, if the question is if you should get, it can be actually that way for some people, that it can be more worth it to get the Spring Festival float and some other stuff than getting the level 2 skin. But yeah, if the question is if you should buy level 3 festival float or buy level 2 festival float and the skin, it's a no-brainer. It's better to get the skin and level 2, in my opinion at least. But again, depends on your skins, of course. And the lucky fool letter is actually not that bad. I'm not gonna go check into it. I believe, if I remember correctly, it's 5% attack when equipped, and 3% attack and 1% damage decrease when permanent effect. So that's actually pretty decent, but again, it's not as good as the Spring Festival float. And again, like if you have any other base effect, it's basically replacing that instead of being additive. So again, the festival float just wins. The orange equip supply chest is of course interesting for people, but as I said in some previous videos, it takes so long. I'm not gonna go now and look for the data on how long it actually takes to get the resources, but it's a very long time. You can check it in some of my other videos or in the comments or on the reference channel. I'm not sure where exactly. As I said, I'm pretty toast. Sorry, guys. Maybe I should actually make this video tomorrow. Or whatever. I wanted people to have still time to react. And I would not buy it here, okay? I would not buy it in this store unless you're a massive, massive whale. For the reason being that it's not even that cheap here. It was 800 in some of the other other stores, other event stores, and the other event stores had much worse options to buy. Here you have got pretty insane options, as I said. And then you have got the skill shard lucky chests. The skill shard lucky chests have got an average value of, if I remember correctly, sorry, not here. The skill shard lucky chests have got an average of 41 shards. So these are actually pretty great, all things considered. I'm not sure. I think I'll maybe just get that with the remaining. I actually wasted some resources, sadly, or I could have had like at least 20-30 more, maybe like 100 more if I had more time. Not. So I wasted a little bit. And then I would probably take a bit more of them. Because basically you're paying like 1 1/3, like 1/3, 1.3, 1 plus 1/3 of an orange universal shard here, which is pretty amazing for 40 exclusive skill shards, okay? Because normally the ratio is much worse, and if you're buying exclusive skill shards in daily options, for example, and they are somewhere here sometimes, I don't exactly remember which day it is in the week, but you are getting less of them, I think, for $5. And yeah. And mainly, actually, which is what I said in that video before, already one video, I think, mainly, normally, in the past, 2 or 3 events ago, we were exchanging 2 of the tokens for 1. Then we were exchanging 1 token per 1 skill shard, and now we are exchanging 20 knots for 41 skill shards. And you can actually get lucky. You can even get lucky and get more of them. So you can get up to 1000 skill shards here. So this is actually one of the few places where this thing is actually good. So I would maybe even take this, for instance, for Akatora, exclusive skill or something, or in the future when they add more things like Balos maybe even there, I don't know, like the future exclusive skills for heroes which we are using, which are really good. But I don't have the space here because I definitely want to get the skin for obvious reasons, because my current skin is CVN, and you can go and check it yourself. The CVN is just not that good. I will show you in another video the damage actually difference between CVN and Mountain Academy sometime later. Not right now, unless you actually want me to do that. I guess I could actually go do that. I guess I could go do that actually. Yeah, whatever. Sorry, this video again. Maybe I should just remake it actually. We'll see. So the premium lucky chest equip materials here. Again, like this is gonna be a bit hard for me because, for one, I generally don't like to buy the equipment materials, because I think they are always way too expensive. That's my opinion. They are the value they place on them is like, they basically want too much for how much time you save. However, I do admit that I myself am super behind on these things, but that's mainly because I keep forgetting to start the productions and stuff like that, and not playing actively enough anymore to get them. And I do have to admit that they are actually really important. some of them at least. Like for instance, I've got the purple armor, and the purple armor is insanely brutal. Okay, it looks like it's only 110%, so you would get like 80% navy HP. So if you have already like 400%, you'd get plus 20. But the shield is a multiplicative shield, so you're actually getting way more. You're getting another 18% flat bonus, like on total, multiplicative to any total HP you already have. So it's absolutely amazing. And I believe this is actually one of the better places you can get these. I think I also did the math here on how many of these you're getting on average, but I think it's two. I think it's two material choice boxes. I'm not 100% sure right now. I think I did the math. I'm not sure if I wrote it here or not. I didn't write it here. I did the math, but I don't remember where I put it. Maybe I just said it like this in another video. Yeah, whatever. Or maybe I wrote it. I'm not sure. Somewhere else. And that brings me to Orange Universal Shards. So some people are saying go and buy the Orange Universal Shards here to have them ready for the next hero. And I'm saying don't do that, okay? Yes, you can get like 60 Orange Universal Shards, which is quite a lot, let's be honest. But you can get those Universal Shards anywhere. You can get them in flippy cards, you can get them so easily. You can get them flippy cards, treasure chests, treasure hunting, deep sea treasure hunting. I mean, you can get them in so many other places. Hell, you can even get them in, in SVS Store, I think, right? I've got so much in SVS Store as well, actually. Yeah, you can get them in goddamn SVS Store, 2 of them a day. You can get them in so many places. Just don't waste your precious, special, limited event things on something that you can just get all the time. Which is actually another reason why this is actually pretty decent, in my opinion. Like for someone who actually wants to get the equip chests, which is gonna be equipments, which is gonna be mainly whales, I guess. But yeah. And then we are getting to component chests. And first I was like, okay, why would you really get components? Like that's the same thing as with the Orange Universal Shards. However, I think this is actually a little bit different situation, because if you're on a newer server, on a newer server for $20, if you didn't waste any resources like I did, you could get 100 level 5 component chests. 100 chests is a lot of chests, okay? That's one level 9 component, if it was all of them the same kind, which they are not gonna be. Actually, more than one level 9 component. It would be 2 level 7 and 1 level 9. So it's actually pretty amazing if you're on a newer server. If I was now on a newer server, if I was, the free-to-play or not free-to-play, like low spender I am, I would definitely grab the, I would grab the skin, because the skin, as you will see in the other video as well, it's basically almost as good as the best skins for every single class, combat-wise. So it's absolutely amazing, of course, for free or low-spending players. But I would actually get a bigger upgrade probably from the components. I'd get a huge boost if I didn't have my first level 10 HFR. And it will be a huge boost. So this can also be interesting if you are on a newer server and not everyone has level 10 HFR yet, or it can be a very theoretically interesting thing to get in addition to getting your Academy store. So your Academy skin. The Mastery Research, I would not touch. I would not touch this with I would not touch this with a broom to clean turds with. Okay. However, yes, I'm not a whale, and maybe whales have very different opinions of these things. But yeah, I would just not do this, because if you take a look at my mastery, actually, yes, I'm a little bit behind again. I started mastery very early, actually. I was one of the earliest people with mastery, like on level 3 on my server and stuff. But then I sort of stopped because I, don't have the extra components, and I got stuck here because it actually wanted me to burn HFRs, and I didn't want to do that. And I didn't want to burn other ones without the bonus either. But you can see I have got so many master researches, and you can just get so many of them, and I'm actually being lazy, right? I can get 2 of them here every single day. Sorry, 1 of them here every single day, my bad. But you can get so many of them every single day from the radar missions. I'd say it's on average like 3 of them a day, maybe 5 of them a day. It's not an issue whatsoever. You can get them in other places as well. I think they are in SVS store, right? I'm not 100% sure right now. Oh, there's a calendar. Oh, sorry, never mind. Well, I'm dumb. Never mind. There was like some special calendar. So anyway, yeah.